Hi everyone, my name is Brett Blackburn and I am a psychic healer and I channel who I call my light beings, and they share all kinds of information with me and then I share them with you. So here is the April 9th, 2024 channeling called Soul Telepathy. They just start by saying, welcome to your morning lesson. Today we will be starting with soul telepathy. Soul telepathy is a process of communication where your soul does the talking. Today we will be going over the credentials needed for soul telepathy. First, you want to process all the information that is stuck in your space. It will not be needed when communicating with others. And that it's actually a blockage. Those were my words, that it's actually a blockage. So what they're trying to say in here is that they want us to be communicating more, not only with them and with spirit, but with each other and with ourselves more deeply. And the first thing that we need to do in order to be able to do that and have a stronger telepathy ability is to get rid of all the stuff that's stuck in our space that we don't need, all of our blockages that are preventing us. What you think you know and what you think you should do is meant to be lifted before you start this process. We will continue with the process when the first process is complete. So basically they're telling us the first process of soul telepathy, which is clear all the stuff out of your space. We can do this ourselves. This is what I help people with, all the time in readings, but we can do it ourselves too. It's just being conscious of the things that are holding us back and working on clearing them out. So I ask, well, how do we process it, to try to get them to be a little bit more specific? They say it is a flushing of your system, a flushing of the mind. The mind is the biggest inhibitor of mental telepathy. Your mind tells you what you think you should do. Your spirit whispers the truth. I love that. Be one with the whispers. Connect as it is your truth. You are the whispers. You are the energy that is being translated. Create a barrier between what your brain is telling you and put that aside. Tell it, talking about your mind, tell your mind you will come back to it later. Your brain doesn't want to be pushed out because it believes it is there to protect you. And it is at times, but it isn't needed in this exercise. So basically what they're saying is in soul telepathy, you don't need your mind. You don't need your mind, and we want to be able to push all the things that you're thinking and all the things that your mind is telling you, push it to the side because it's not needed and it's actually an inhibitor. They continue. You are safe. You can tell your mind that too, that your mind needs to know that it's safe and it doesn't have to be in that protector mode all the time. Continue blending with your truth. Your truth is a memory of who you are. It will guide you into the very vibration you want to become. It is easy as it is you, and you have always been it. It will feel natural, a natural embodiment of you, your truth. Once you embody this version of yourself, you are open. And what this is bringing up is another channeling I did recently, which was about becoming this new version of yourself and letting go of the version of yourself that you used to be that is no longer, beneficial or resonating with you now, and making that conscious choice to do so. And what this is reminding me of is basically what they're saying is that once you embody this version of yourself, you are more open, you're more able to bring in those things that you want, you're more able to be in your truth. So they continue. An open channel for communication. Communication with spirit, with others, with the past, with the future, with who you are. And I like this because I had never really thought about this before, but they were talking about being able to speak to the past and future as if they are beings in and of themselves. Like we can just talk to the past and we can talk to the future. So I just like that concept. The type of communication we want. Sorry, I lost my place. The type of communication we want you to be familiar with is being capable of receiving our words at any time, not just when in meditation. And so I think what they're talking about with soul telepathy is they just want us to be open channels with each other, meaning us and spirit to be able to have an open channel that we can connect and talk, telepathically all the time, that we don't even have to sit down in meditation, but that we are always just open and in our truth, that we can have this dialogue all day, if you want. Open your eyes and you see through them. Close your eyes and you see through them. Your inner vision is no different from your outer vision. I think that's a really good reminder. Trust in your inner vision as much or even more than your outer vision. We will show you how. And I think that's part of the soul telepathy process that maybe they're not going to really get into right now, but it's telling us that one of these first steps is if we are actually able to trust our inner vision, trust our inner selves, that's actually what helps telepathy move through us and be part of us even more, because doubt can be a really big interference. So the more that we practice trusting ourselves and our intuition and our inner vision, then telepathy is more clear. Turn off the TV, turn off the devices. They have told me this so many times, whether this is a personal words to me or to everyone. I'm assuming it's for everyone, but they have said this so many times. Turn off the TV, turn off the devices. And I like the reason. They say the less you turn on the projections that project onto you, the more you can go within. And so they're talking about the TV and the devices and, maybe media, that they are just projecting their version of things onto us. And we really want to be projecting our energy and our light out into the world, but our light gets a little diminished if there's always something projecting onto us. It's like energy being projected onto us rather than letting our energy project and shine out into the world. Okay. Many do not know how much is available to them. They uncover these possibilities by uncovering their truth. So the more that you uncover your truth, the more that you are connecting to yourself, more and more becomes available to you in life, but also the connection and the telepathy and our intuition and just our ability to talk with our guides becomes more available. So they say, how do you find your truth, you may ask? You find it by implementing your strength and courage from the divine. Your divine presence speaks through you. Are you courageous enough to listen? Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to uncover your truth? If you are open to uncovering the limitless possibilities of your future. So they are again confirming and validating the more that you're open, the more that you are ready, the more that you're listening, the more that you're connected to your truth, you're more connected to bringing in the limitless opportunities into your life from the future or into the future. The truth starts within. There are many layers of these truths, as this world has stacked limitations upon you all. This does not mean they can't be dusted off. And they kind of joke here. Some things can be dusted off and some may need to be bulldozed off. I like when they kind of try to make jokes. But you all have the power and capability to do so, meaning we all have the power and capability to clear off these limitations and clear off the things that have blocked us in the past. So they say it's unlayering yourself. They say start at the top and work your way down. Recognize when you are layering the same thing over the top again and again. And I like their example here. They say, if you have a sweater on, you don't need another one on. It's going to weigh you down and feel heavy and uncomfortable. And that's very true. I like that visual. Recognize your truth underneath your layers. This is where you can start. Top down or bottom up. If you recognize your truth, you can then clear off the things that are preventing it from shining. If you recognize the layers that feel heavy, you can clear them off, so you can get closer to your truth. Either way, or both at once. So basically they're saying you can either recognize, live, and be in your truth, and that'll help you release the things that are holding you back, or you can recognize all the things that feel heavy and release those feelings, those thoughts, those emotions, those reactions that you have, and that'll help you come into and embody your truth. So either way, it works. And they say, this is what is needed among your community now. It is up to each soul to recognize what they need to do within themselves to make the changes that make them feel better, little by little. And I think this is a really important part here. So I'm going to read it one more time. It's up to each soul to recognize what they need to do within themselves to make the changes that make them feel better. It sounds like they want us to connect deeper within ourselves and the world around us so we can listen and communicate with this soul telepathy. And to do this more clearly and accurately, we first must clear out, or what they said was process all the information that's stuck in our space. And to remember that often what our minds are telling us is getting in the way of our ability to connect and communicate with ourselves and with each other in this deeper soul telepathy sort of way. And it also sounds like they're going to give us these next steps going forward, but what we can work on now is clearing this energy off, recognizing what's holding us back, recognize the same patterns that we're doing over and over, all the things that are layering on top of each other, because we need to kind of work our way down. This is actually something in readings when I call pancakes. It's like when people have things that are just like pancakes stacked on top of each other. It's like a stack of pancakes and we kind of need to unlayer them. So let's let go of the pancakes. Okay, so they continue. You are among the many who will spread the word of truth to others. Some may not listen, some may not care, but the ones who are ready will begin making changes. Many changes will need to be made soon. There is a new tide coming your way, your direction. Your job is to not waver in your truth, not be told what to do, not give in to the circumstances, and not be willing to give away your power. And again, they keep talking about this new tide coming, this new change. Something seems like is stirring up and about to happen in a bigger scale sort of way. So they continue. There is a time coming when all will change for the good, but the process of change will be great. There will be major societal influences that bring people to their knees. So again, they're talking about these kind of more dramatic or drastic things that are going to happen that may not feel great, but at the same time, it's really happening for our best and highest good. Any awareness of truth will immediately be redacted. Any signs of perseverance will be argued. Many will be diminished, but others will stand in pride. Together, you have the ability to truly change the course of time. This is what we are counting on, that you will stand up and be ready to continue your journey to truth. Defiance only gets you so far. It takes more courage to speak truth than to defy what is wrong. So they really seem to be trying to share that it's really about us speaking the truth, identifying the truth, speaking the truth, our truth, the truth, and not just to do something different or defy what is wrong, but to spread the word, spread the truth in some way through our words, through our communication with others. So they're saying that there's many angles to one issue. They will not agree. Meaning whatever is going on in society and the world, whatever is going to be happening is that nobody's going to agree. That's just not going to happen because there's just so many angles and people just have different perspectives. So they say, do not get caught up in the right or wrong. The right or wrong does not matter because it will never be resolved, that there is no right and there is no wrong. And as there are two sides of a coin, and then they kind of joke, or 26, and they showed me a 26-sided die, in categories where there's like a letter on each side and there's 26 letters. And so anyway, they showed me the categories die. So 26, ways to see something, not just two. So right and wrong do not matter. It is the truth you choose to speak that spreads across the land. So again, they're expressing the importance of speaking the truth out, to not get sucked into the right or wrong or who did this or who did that. And because that's a very third dimensional duality, kind of concept to get into. And I think, I did a video on duality in the third dimension and the fifth dimension, at some point last year. And it kind of talks about to not get pulled into the extremes. So here, don't focus on the right or wrong. I don't want to say it is kind of a waste of time, though. It's a waste of your energy, and just focus on the truth within yourself. So again, they say, your world is about to change. They keep telling us this. Be ready to step into a new level of empowerment, one you have only imagined is true. You have kept yourself unknowingly under wraps of someone else's control. This will be lifted to the sky, making you more aware of the truth that is available to you. And again, remember they said, more truth is available to us the more that we let go of our stuff and we kind of connect to the new versions of ourselves. So they say not only your truth, but the truth. You will have the opportunity to transmit your energy to others so they can feel you, truly feel you, and genuinely see you for you. A transparency in energy, a transparency in desire. I believe that this is what the soul's telepathy is helping us all with. It's helping us all be able to share ourselves with others, have other people see us for who we truly are, see others for who they truly are, and in a way that we can, like I always say, so we can really attract all the best, most appropriate people and opportunities and experiences to us because we can see the energy, we can see the vibration, we can see the truth in others, and see who really resonates with us. This will help all connect to the connection that brings joy and upliftment. A time will come. Be ready for this change. You deserve it. So I love that they continue to talk about the connection that brings us joy and upliftment, because again, the same connection of us being connected to ourselves, being connected to others, our truth is what is bringing us joy and upliftment, especially during this time when there's so much change going on physically and energetically in our world. So I hope you guys liked that one. I thought that was a really cool one. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or if there's anything specific you guys ever want me to channel about. So I will see you all next time. Bye.